But you heard, yeah. What you heard, huh? What you heard, you can't hear a motherfucking thing.
Hey, yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Tizzle from Pie Talk by Tizzle. I'm here with Skinny and Icy Jonez.
What's happening?
Yeah. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. I cannot complain, man.
We're here finally, man.
I'm here, man.
Yeah.
Before we get into anything, let me make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Code 7. Also, if you have any music, make sure you send it to the Gmail, code7@gmail.com, KODESE, number 7EN. Also, get your merch, man.
Get your merch, man.
Code 7.
Absolutely, man.
All kinds of merch back here, man. Y'all better tap in, man.
Yeah, man. Get y'all merch, man.
Absolutely. Definitely appreciate it, man. All the love we've been getting, man.
Yeah, man.
So, first things first, man, you know, let's talk about the hot seat.
Yo.
Where did that concept come from, man?
Came from Levon Kennedy. He does hot box.
Okay.
And what he did was he was smoking weed. You know what a hot box is?
Yeah,
we came up old school, smoking in the whip and called it a hot box.
It's your boy Levon Kennedy, L's up Levon, go live Levon Kennedy, Mr. Hotbox himself, man, the originator for something greater.
I was the first person on his show to not smoke.
Okay.
And so he pulled up on me and we had a great conversation. It was on Facebook Live and I was like, bro, I like what you're doing here. Yeah. You know, you mind if I do it, you know, in my lane with my network?
Yeah.
And, you know, call it something, you know, something similar. He's like, man, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that's because, you know, people just do stuff. And they don't necessarily partner up with you or even pay homage.
Yeah.
Like, man, you inspire me, bro. I want to do something like The Flight with Icy Jones. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But instead, they'll just do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you know them and everything. You know they've been watching you. You interviewed them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's cold, man.
So
it's true, though.
You just give people their flyers, man. And so with that, I started Hot Seat with Icy Jones on Facebook Live.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was doing YouTube and I didn't get the hang of it. It was Bug Guy TV. I didn't get the hang of it, but I was doing interviews. You feel me? And then at hip hop shows, Christian rap, whatever, I would go in the green room and interview the artists live. You feel me? And put it on YouTube. So that's where it came from, though. Just having a desire to want to interview people, but then branding it. Okay. You know what I mean? And so the radios was available. 88 was available, and a couple other places was available. And the reason I went with 7025 is because it just made sense at the time.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Thanks for having us both on the show.
Yeah.
I was on there today. Bro was on there like, what, a month ago?
No, he was there the fall, like October.
Like October, like the end of last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said before, I seen you go to the strip and talk to people and do the hot seat. Mm-hmm.
Before COVID.
Before COVID. I met you actually selling CDs.
Yes, sir.
Like old school, fresh out the trunk.
Yes, sir.
Gotta respect that.
You've been doing your music for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Came to find out you had worked with Hog Mob.
Let Christ in. The gospel is more than the words you perfect.
If you committed one sin, you deserving a death.
Christ died for your pride, you're unworthy, and yes,
confess it and murder your flesh. The gospel
is more than the words you perfect.
If you committed one sin, you deserving a death.
Christ died for your pride, you're unworthy, and yes,
confess it and murder your flesh.
How was that getting into the more higher part of, I guess, Christian rap or whatever, the being around, you know, them.
Yeah.
Being around that environment.
At that moment, man, it was great. You know, as I reflect on it, you know what I mean? When you look at the moment, it was amazing. You know what I mean? Because God told me what he would do, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? And so when I prayed to God about changing my music around and doing it for him, he told me he would take me on tour, and he told me he would take me places I ain't never been, and you know, I walk through doors that I ain't never walked through before, and meet people I ain't never met before, and they just waiting for me to get there. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, when I met Seven, he changed everybody's minds about Christian hip hop, because everything's so taboo, and you don't say certain words, and you got to figure out how to put them together, because now you're rapping for God and his people.
Yeah.
When he used the word nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or even like talking about the devil and calling him a faggot. You know what I mean? Just like he's edgy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
7 is street.
yeah,
Seven bring you the street side of
Music.
Christian rap, gospel rap,
Christian
or whatever. That's what made me like 7, because I can relate to it more. You know, when he speaking on being a blood, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's not just saying, "Oh, I was a blood." He giving you his life as if we in that time. So he's still saying blood in the song, nigga, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He talking to you like a regular street artist would talk to you, and then he sliding the, you know,
Messages
gospel
in there.
in there.
yeah,
So that's what I like about 7.
it helped me grow.
Yeah,
For sure.
Okay.
yeah. 'Cause when I listen to your music, not comparing it to 7's music at all, because I think y'all both got 2 completely different styles. But like I told you, I've been going back listening to certain albums.
Yeah.
You still try to like more ride a beat, more, you know, give a bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you do. I feel like you have to understand that music is more than just words on a beat. When you're doing rap,
Absolutely.
a lot of people don't understand that.
We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, people will be real intelligent and they'll put a whole bunch of big words. We didn't have review songs where a whole bunch of big words, but it's not giving us nothing to bounce to. It's not catching our attention. It's not standing out because you're not making it music. You're just putting words on the track, you know? So when you first started rapping, period, right? At first you rap, you know, regular street rap, gangster rap type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Was it hard transitioning?
No, because I had stopped doing that type of gangster rap
Okay.
before gospel rap.
That's correct.
You feel me? I stopped cussing in my music and stopped giving that poisonous message.
That's crazy. We spoke about that today earlier.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why I related to that so much, because I wanted to take it back to original hip hop where they made you bop, right? But the lyrics were also about the music.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, in my radio, or you know what I'm saying, or like I kill you crush you on this microphone. Like they made it about the microphone, or they made it about the stereo, or the beats, or the sound, and it was still dope.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's about the metaphors and the way that you use the language of music. So once you make that your opponent, you know, the beat, and you like, I kill that beat. You feel me? And you talk about the beat like you whooping it or something.
Yeah.
That to me is music. It's an art form. You feel me? So I started to do. I went back to regular hip hop. You feel me? And I made like some dope, nice, like street type. Not necessarily hardcore street, but like dope street music. You feel me? Where it's like I'm talking about the neighborhood, or you know how you made the song dope, or hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You gave us stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How you fell in love with it.
Yeah, something like that. So when I start making those type of songs, and then I'm like, all right, let's fill it in on the album part. Then you give them, you know, your story instead of just our story.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But and then I said, God, you know, I don't want to do what I'm doing no more, which was, you know, selling weed because it was illegal at the time, and some things happened in my complex, got in trouble or whatever, and so I was like, you know, you got to change me if it's gonna happen.
Right.
And it happened.
You grew up around, like, your family grew up in the church?
It was split.
Oh, split.
It was split, but yes, I was raised in the church, and
Was
that's
it
what
split
my
by
faith
like
came from.
mom's side and dad's side, or like?
Religion.
No, it was both. No, my dad's side all Christian,
Okay.
but you know the preacher's kids the worst.
Yeah, man.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Quote unquote. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you doing stuff even though you at church on Sunday and Wednesday or whatever, right? And so that's that type of bad,
Yeah.
right? But then you got on this side where it's like grandma's the patriarch and she's the religious one, and it trickled to some uncles because they older,
Yeah.
but some of the other uncles they like street, they gangsters or addicts or whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I got to see all of that. I got to see all types of life. You feel me? But in my home, me and my mom and dad, it wasn't none of that. They just go to work, come home, we a regular family, eat dinner, all that. But being an only child, I felt like my love wasn't like 100%.
Right.
Like the focus wasn't on me as an only child. I'm a junior. I don't feel like you treat me like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're my disciplinarian, and mom's you like the. You know what I'm saying? You the tattletale. You know what I'm saying? Like you just told him everything I just told you. And me and my pops got. You feel me? Now we into it. So when you don't feel that way, you run to the streets.
You rebel.
you rebel, and I rebelled to the streets. You feel me? And I didn't get asked. I just got put on. You feel me? And it was. I'm not finna act like, I ain't me. It was like, you're right. I am hanging around. I am around here too long. I am like with y'all every day. So you might as well get put on. You feel me? It made sense at that time. Yeah. I didn't know later on one of my uncles that happened to him too, and he went back with a gun and said, "Nigga, if y'all ever jump me, nigga, I'm not banging nothing." If I'd have knew that story, maybe it would have been different. Yeah. But I didn't even think like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was like, damn, Unc, you went back, told them niggas, don't you ever, like, you feel me? Yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, that happened, man. That's how I got into Christian hip hop, and it wasn't hard to transition at all because I had already stopped trying to poison my community with the hip hop.
Once you stop cussing in your music, man, it brings out a whole another side of your brain. I feel.
It did.
You know what I mean? I used to listen to people listen to Twister, and I didn't like him because I felt like him and Eminem. Bro, no, I'm not the biggest Eminem fan. I felt like they cuss too much, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's like every other word is fuck shit, bitch. It'd be like, damn, like, bruh, you could have put so many other words there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like
in that one syllable, in that one one word with all them syllables.
It'd be ridiculous, man. It feel like you hiding behind something. So whenever I hear a person cuss too much, I be thinking like they not that intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna say they're not that intelligent. They just know how to use their words.
Yeah, and I can't say that, and I agree with you though because you can use other words. So I think it shows the lack of. Not that you don't have none, but you feel me? Yeah. But I get it because when you're a fast rapper, you gotta fill them syllables with something.
Yeah. I guess with everybody is different because I was a Twister fan, but
me too.
Cap One at the time, it's plenty of Cap Ones now, but the Cap One from Chicago that rapped with Twister them at the time didn't use as much cuss words, and he still was able to, keep his rhythm and flow. I think with Twister, with fast rappers, and like bro say, with taking out the cuss words, it helps. You know what I'm saying? Like it really helps because now you look like one of the best things I seen. It was from a white dude. He said, if you black as a rapper, you get to cheat because you get to say nigga
1,000 times.
1,000 times. So me being a white rapper, I can't just fill that bar with that word.
No, sir.
So I have to figure it out. And when I heard that, it made me think differently. Like, oh, okay, maybe we should start trying to use it less. Yeah. To say it less.
Or a different word.
I
use brother a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so
brother, bros.
It's however you use it. So yeah, taking certain words out, it enhances your creativity.
Yeah. You should be able to express yourself without having to cuss. You know what I mean? Especially as an adult, you should be able to I should be able to make you feel me without using 1,000 cuss words. I'm not saying don't curse at all, but I just don't be wanting to hear it over and over and over and over and over whenever you don't have a word to fill this blank space.
And it's on how you do it.
I just call it strong language. Just like they do in any other adult film, or whatever.
And I look at it like that, like strong language, but like even in your style of rap or anybody's style of rap, even with that, it's like watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The cuss words make sense at a certain moment in time.
Yeah. Say that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. It makes sense at a certain moment in time. If I'm frustrated, if I'm, whatever I'm feeling at that moment, it's gonna enhance what I'm saying. Yes. If I'm just, bro said all the time, we be on here, we be reacting to something, and somebody be just laid back. But it ain't cussing. It's just like, I can't feel you. I can't. I can't feel it because there's no
umph to it.
Emotion behind it.
Emotion. You need the emotion into making music. So with you, after transitioning into gospel and you was already into the church, of course. First, you have a wife, kids. How many kids you have?
4.
4 kids.
4 kids.
All same woman, which is your wife. No. Okay, you got blended family.
Blended family.
Okay, so how was being a street dude, right? Because I'm gonna get right to it. Being a player.
Yeah.
and then going to finding that woman.
Yeah.
Then you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Your transition is different. You going from the streets to player to love, marriage, Christian hip hop. Like, you changed a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for knowing that and saying that, because people don't really. So for one, I prayed for this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Having the faith that I was raised with. I prayed for this. So at like 17 or something, I remember writing down kids' names. So my oldest daughter already had her name written, and I already knew that my son would be a third.
Okay.
And then I let my mama and them name my other daughter. But the point I'm trying to make is that I wanted a family.
Okay.
And so once me and my first baby mama didn't work out, I had like a girlfriend a little bit after that, but she was wow. You know what I mean? And you know, of course, you get to know people, and it's like, damn, you're not who I expected.
Right.
So I was just tired, and I was like, man, I had so many different females, and my mama meet so many different women, and all this other stuff. So I'm just like, God, I want a woman for me. I want a woman that will love me for me. Not because I'm Icy Jones, not because I'm popular, not because of anything else besides loving me.
Yeah.
And I prayed for her looks. I said I wanted her to be 50% black and 50% like Mexican or Asian or something.
Oh, you was super.
I can keep going. I was very specific, so I'm gonna stop there.
Golly.
Very specific.
Okay.
So, and I said she can have a child because I got a child. Who am I to, have her accept my kid and she ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So she'll understand better. And it was like one more that was like specific. But anyway, so boom. I'm working and me and this girl flirting or whatever. Everybody swears she's just in love with me or whatever, and that's cool. So we start dating or whatever, and bro, like I got sent to jail for the last time in that period, and I was just like tired of everything. And this woman been here. She been very loyal, holding it down, like raising my child. Like I'm in jail right now. She trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out. Like, hold on. Yeah. So I was asking everybody, hey, how long you been with your lady? Oh man, I'm 10 years. How long you been with your? 14 years. You married? Nah. You married? Nah. And they call they girls old ladies. Yeah. It's an old lady when you're not married to her. Yeah. You feel me? I got to seeing that like, oh, these niggas calling them old ladies. They not married. Right. So I went in my prayer and God was like, I've been sent you her. And I like the epiphany just hit me. Bow, she everything I prayed for. Everything. You feel me?
Yeah, notice.
And that's when I went home, bro. I had it all written out, my proposal. I got on my knee and I asked her to marry me because that was that.
How long was y'all together at the moment?
Like 2 years. And I wasn't supposed to get married till I was 30. She'll tell you. He said he wasn't get married till he was 30. He wanted to live with the person. He wanted to all this other stuff went out the window. You feel me? Yeah. And it was in a time where, bro, like my life was changing. It was 2010. My life was really changing. And I ain't even wait till our actual marriage date. I got married. So when you early. So when you talk about the struggle, hell yeah, it's a struggle. You feel me? Like
because temptation is in everything, not just with other women. Like temptation is in everything.
It is, but you would think
music, everything you're doing when you're trying to transition.
When you watch movies, bros, you hear them say about the girls in the church and stuff, and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know how we was in church, maybe. Yeah. But you're not thinking this still happens as an adult. You think self-control. You think we not acting like kids. That's what you would think. Yeah. Nah, bro, it's crazy. Cause even in the church house, you feel me? And so, yeah, man, text messages and DMs and stuff, yeah, man, I get in trouble. Absolutely. You feel me? Absolutely. And that's just being real with everybody. Like, yes, nigga, it's issues. You feel me? But you learn to keep it, like, down or to a minimum or deplete it when you see that it hurt her so much that this problem could have broke my marriage. Yeah. A text message of some freaky stuff, like, could have broke my whole marriage. It hurt her so much she feel inadequate. She feel more insecure, or the trust is broken more, or whatever, because it ain't the first text message. You feel me? Yeah. So when you see that, it's just like, bro. And then it's what God gave me. So I wanted to say, be careful what you pray for. You feel me? Okay. Because you might get it. That's right. And so when God give it to you, don't take it for granted. Right. You know what I mean? Because like you did pray for this, right? And so sometimes he'll give it to you just to let you know you ain't ready
Yeah,
either.
you want it.
You feel me?
Right.
Or you ain't even want it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So for me, I'm holding on to what I pray for because my kids need that stability. I want them to have that stability. I don't want them thinking it's cool that they daddy, from girl to girl to girl to girl, and then they think they can be one of them girls tossed around. Whatever. Even if I don't show them that,
Yeah.
they know that. You know what I'm saying?
You got what, daughters?
I got 2 daughters and
sons?
2 sons.
Okay.
Yeah, and my oldest son never met his father in person. That's why he's my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said what?
Like, wait, okay. I feel that. I have a son that,
Yeah.
not biologically not mine, but
Yeah.
I've been there every step of the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So just the transitioning, like I always think of that with just anybody. Like I know transitioning to anything is difficult. You know,
absolutely.
like I said, it's not just relationships because even with me and bro, like I had to get bro to transition to his social media. You know what I'm saying? Like he was cool on Snap because it's more private. Like,
and I could see who watching.
and
my stuff.
I know who looking at me. But everything else, he was like, nah, so I that transition was different for him. We have every transition is just a complication sometimes.
Yep.
I think at the end of the day though, like, and even now, I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
You get tired of like every girl crazy. You feel me? So it's to the point where you're gonna be just like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this kind of crazy over 9 different type of crazies.
Right.
And plus, like with us doing what we doing, making the moves we're making, like I tell people all the time, there's a reason why most successful people are married.
Yeah.
Because you gotta focus that energy. I don't be wanting nothing that's gonna kill my energy. And one thing about women, they can bring up something from the past or anything and it'll kill your energy so fast. If I'm dealing with 7 women who doing that, I don't have a good day ever.
Facts.
So I'd rather just, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be crazy when I pop out and be done playing around. I'm telling you, because I can feel myself getting there. Like,
bro, who wants to be alone? Like when you say what Drake said, his mama was like, "Who wants to be 70 and alone?"
Yeah,
her favorite line to hit me with. You feel me?
Rich as hell. She's still thinking about that.
And so at the end of the day, it's like whether you married or not, that's on you. But the point of being alone at 40, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you gonna want that company.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
That's up to you if they go home or not. But you want that.
For real,
and then it's up to you, like you said, how many different energies are you dealing with?
That's what
Right, you got a different girl every day of the week, or you got 3 girls that you transition with. But if it ain't polyamorous, you should be done being a player. If it ain't polyamorous,
facts.
if they all don't know about each other, or you feel me, like we in a different zone. But so yeah, for me, man, it's always been that energy. Like I have this magnetic energy. So it's not just one thing, it's other things. And then so you could just be trying to handle business with somebody and all of a sudden it's attraction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is to learn how to like cut that flesh attraction off and just stick to the business. Cause I've lost some great business people.
Man, yeah.
Because my wife don't trust that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, and you get it like that.
And you lose good people. You
Yeah,
lose not even just business. You lose good people. Because I realize like if you cross that line with certain people, you can't go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This could have been a real partner. And I always was type of, like my best friends as females, I don't never touch them because nobody gonna ride for you like your female friends.
Yeah.
Can't nobody say nothing about Tizzle. You know what I mean? But you start having sex with her,
It's a wrap.
it's different, man.
Yeah,
Women
facts.
they different with that, man.
And
They
it's
different when it
easier
comes
for a
to that.
woman to accept the best friend that's been in your life before her
Yeah.
than to get cool with a girl when you dating her and become greater friends later.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For real.
And I've been through all of them. You know what I mean? And man, when I look back, bro, that's why I'm like, yeah, I know 37 is young, but it's older. You know what I'm saying? And bro, like we got a whole 20 plus years worth of stuff.
Facts.
Like we got 25 years worth of life when we jumped off the porch at 12, 13, 14, losing virginity at 15.
Yeah, that's
bro,
true.
we got
Yeah.
stories to
Facts.
tell. You feel
Yeah,
me? And
for
so
real.
my trauma and her trauma, we had to learn how to like soothe each other's wounds and stop trying to bring up trauma as if we the ones who started that, or we the ones like she didn't bring that into my life,
Right.
but she's now working on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And don't even know like that's opening up a whole other door for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
we got to kind of watch that stuff because, bro, life, nigga, I'm telling you, we done been through some stuff.
Yeah.
And
Man.
it'll come up because you ain't completely healed from the trauma.
So being a father, a husband, a business owner, content creator, like you wear many hats.
Yes, sir.
How do you separate it? How do you not take it on?
Yeah, that's right. That's the hardest stuff.
I do. I don't even know how to answer that question because I involve
take
my
it on?
family. I involve my family in things. Cause I learned this in recent years, but I'm like, that's why. Will Smith said it best. His father wanted his kids to always see him doing his best shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you gonna come with me so you can see me in my best light. So you can always like, that's the bar. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be wanting my kids to see me put in the work as an entrepreneur. Because I don't go punch a clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when their mother did, it was kind of like, which one do I do? Do I entrepreneur? Do I punch a clock?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, I want to show them it's okay to do both. It's okay to
Yeah.
do one or the other. And so, yeah, I had my kids inserting the CD covers and the CDs and folding them for me. And you feel me? Like, modeling in my clothing. You feel me? Like, they going to get utilized for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then my wife, I just always wanted her to be my partner in business.
And
You know what I
everything.
mean? And
Yeah.
and so
That stops a lot of the questions.
right. It also stop a lot of the other people I need help from.
That's a big part with doing anything like what we all do now.
Yeah.
Is having somebody that fully like riding with what you're doing and believing what you're doing. Like I could say, from starting Views from the 7, Cold 7, from doing these different things media wise, the women that wasn't rocking, I fell back from a lot.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know like what the goal is or what the mind frame is, and if you become a burden at that point. But still, to like I say, to bring it home. Like when I was a cook, when I used to work, you know,
Long time.
yeah, long time ago.
Long time ago.
Like, I was so much of the I don't want to bring work home that you can give me the cook when I get home.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like, what? Nah, I'll do that at work.
All day. Right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I did, and so it's not overbearing at home, but it is y'all gonna get this work. You feel me? And so in recent years I've calmed down a little bit because they're getting older, and so I want them to find themselves. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did that for a minute, and then now my wife is no longer working. COVID took that away from her. So guess who she worked with now?
You.
Like, she cracked them knuckles, bro, and got to learn how to make websites and design flyers
That's
and
dope.
all kind of
Right.
other stuff. You feel me? So at the end of the day, now we partners. You feel me? That's what we do. But
That
that's what
works.
I've been wanting.
Okay.
That works.
Because in music ministry, there is a way to live without punching the clock, and that's called full-time fundraiser. It's full-time ministry.
Yeah.
And so, like, Code 7 would then sponsor Icy Jones
Right.
monthly, quarterly, biannually, annually, and you write a check so I can go do ministry. You feel me?
Right.
And ministry is the home I live in, the car I drive, and the people I serve. You feel me? And so at the end of the day, that's what I started out doing, and that's what I wanted to do with my wife, but we didn't fully hit the gas pedal because my wife went to work.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
So
I
now
was
it's like, now we can press the
now
gas.
we can press the gas, but we got to figure out how we're gonna press the gas because they've been seeing me for so long. I want them to get adjusted to seeing both of us together in front, instead of her behind the scenes or whatever. Now we both in that camera.
So when it comes to music, right? Let's get on that for a while,
Yeah.
man, because you got some dope music. You
Thank
know what
you,
I
bro.
mean? And how do you determine when you'll drop your music? Do you like feel like a couple albums a year or every other year? How do you, or is it a feeling like, oh man, it's time I need to feed the streets? But you having so much going on.
It's the feeling, but it's also every year around my birthday I drop something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So December 9th is my birthday, and for the longest I've been dropping around November, December. You know what I mean? And so you either gonna get like a birthday album from me or a Thanksgiving project or Christmas or New Year's type of project for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So me once, maybe you're gonna get twice from me in a year.
Yeah.
It's rare that you do, but once a year for sure I drop.
Did you plan it like that, or was that just subconsciously?
It began to be a plan when we did our first birthday. Me and my partner, Doc Jones, his birthday was December 8th, mine was December 9th.
Okay.
And so we started doing parties, like release parties, album release parties. And they became concerts. And then from there, I was like, this would be a good time for me to drop every year.
So, you your music is on your website.
Yeah, it's streaming too, but my latest album
It's
it
on the
ain't
website.
streaming yet. Yeah.
So, why is that?
Because I'm an independent artist, man. I need all my dollars. Everything gotta come to me first, and then all the strangers and all the people in the world can get it. But I want it. Me personally, I tap in to each one of those people on my followers list. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I want everybody to come to my site so I can collect some data, and then we can push forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to see my numbers, like, for real, like who really supported me. And so the downloads and what I got in the first week was like almost what I wanted to reach. So I just kept going, you know what I mean? And now I'm at what I wanted, but at the end of the day, it's like I wanted to see what I could do on my own, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to see real love instead of the fake love.
Absolutely. And the drop is like, for y'all, you take this clip, man, really tap into your fan base. Spotify doesn't show you their emails. It don't show you their Instagrams. But when you have your own website, you can get that personal information from a person. Because when you sign up to any app, you got to give them some personal information. You got to give them an email, your age, your zip code, even credit card information. You feel me? So for me, it's like you get that information, the zip code, the email, and the age. You know from the age what
Your
venue
age
you
range.
need. You know if you need to be at a club or you need to be at a community center, a church,
Yeah,
I don't know.
for sure.
And then you get the zip code so you know where they at, right? And then, of course, you get the email so you can let them know I'm coming. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And so when that's on your personal information, on your personal website and you got the information, they done bought a shirt, they done bought a CD, whatever, now they're going to buy a ticket. So you want to stay in contact with those people. So
Cater
my
to the
thing is,
people who cater to you.
yeah, it's exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? Being an independent artist, man, we still giving our information to Facebook and still giving our fans to Instagram and still giving our fans
Right.
to Spotify. Still.
Yeah.
Keep them fans, man, and then shoot them out to,
Yeah.
or let them stream it wherever else.
Right.
But like, y'all, we gotta start reeling in our fans if we want to make some real money.
Yeah, a lot of people, we talk about this, we tell artists this all the time, right? They always put their stuff on Facebook knowing damn well Facebook is not going to help you at all.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, 1,000 people might share it, you might have 1,000 people like it and all that, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to benefit you at all.
Right.
And as soon as you tell them 1,000 people to go subscribe,
It's a
you
different
get
story.
15 subscribers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So my thing is to maximize those 15 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, let's put the fishing net out there.
Yeah.
We know they ain't gonna do nothing, but let's see who really follow my instructions. That's a fan. You
Right.
feel me? And then you maximize those 15 fans. Those 15 fans, I don't know, let's do quick math, spend $10 with you, that's $150.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so me, that is maximizing that and like doing the exclusive price and the small engagements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to come see me.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know, me and Skinny Man, we talked about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they about to go national. Shh. You feel me? It's cracking.
Yeah, for sure.
So with you, you get the people to come to you, so you see it. Do you feel your growth? Do you feel like you're like slowing it down, or do you know what I'm saying? Are you seeing your growth grow? Like, is it slower now that you just keeping it
The
just
process,
one way?
It's minimized, yes. Because I'm again focused on Hot Seat with Icy Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm focused on my platform growth for everybody else and making it more valuable for others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all basing stuff off of numbers and, you know, the listenership and the following and all this other stuff. You feel me? So I'm trying to get those things in order. So music is not, the releasing of music is not the top of my list. You feel me? And so, yeah, it was like, man, I ain't dropped since last December. It's time for me to like do a little promotion, a little running, and tell them let's go.
Right.
And then from there, do a little promo run, little tour, and then back on this hot seat stuff. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it, because man, I really love Hot Seat with Icy Jones.
And with the hot seat, man, like people, you know, you had gave me some game earlier. You was like, you know, we can say it right here. You was like, don't be saying they appreciate me when I'm gone, Because that's one of my sayings. I always say that. They're going to appreciate us when we gone. You was like, nah, pay attention to who appreciates you now.
Yep.
I definitely appreciate that because that was real. You know what I mean? I definitely watch how I word that.
Yep.
But people don't even understand what you're doing for them. Like, as far as putting somebody on there, they don't understand it, man, because it's like, all right, I'm going out of my day to bring you on my platform that I built for me. You built your platform for you. You know what I mean? And you're an artist.
Yeah, I am.
You're an artist, you know? And you ain't up there hogging it. You know, you ain't up there like, hey, every commercial break I'm going to play my newest track or da-da-da, which most people would do. You like, hey, yo, I got this platform. Y'all can come on here and showcase y'all talent, da-da-da. And while you got artists on there, you playing other artist stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So most people aren't understanding, like, you should be lined up. Y'all should be lined up. Y'all should be blowing up these lines because who else in Vegas is doing that on the radio?
Yeah.
When the last time we had someone in Vegas on the radio, period? You know? This is what we want. This is what the city needs. We need to have an outlet for music.
Yeah.
We need, like, Vegas is one of the only cities where you can't listen to your local artists on the radio.
No.
Other cities, Skinny always tell me this. Like in Texas, people could become millionaires. A local artist could become a millionaire.
In
Right.
Texas.
In Texas. You know
He
what
ain't
I mean?
gotta go nowhere else.
Nah, he ain't got to even leave his front porch. And it's like, out here, we got all these other, it's supposed to be the entertainment capital, but we don't have any entertainers. How is that possible?
Yeah.
You know? So people need to understand that and support that, man. And when I was there today, that was the feeling I got. It was nice. It was like, man, look, this is the start of something that y'all ain't even understanding yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because nobody is doing that. Nobody is putting our music on the radio. Nobody is playing our music.
That's how I felt about Code 7, and I'm like, I got foresight, and I could see something transpiring that we all as a whole can't necessarily see. So most people that's been doing it for a while are older. We got foresight, we got wisdom, so we can see something major happening with all of our platforms. But for the younger generation, they kind of like we was back in the day. Like, we not gonna listen to nobody, and we don't really, you feel me?
Yeah.
You don't even notice a big brother, a mentor, when he in your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, I want to see people invest in themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do the math. It don't matter. So $50 times 10 people on the playlist is $500.
Yeah.
Right? Then you do 4 slots of an hour takeover for $125. That's $500.
Yeah.
Let's just say they all do it.
Right.
It's $1,000.
Easy.
But that don't even pay my rent, bros.
Right. For real.
So that $1,000 is not for like to line me up. The $1,000 is just the investment to show me that you're going to invest, because I got game for you and way more other platforms for you to be on if you could just spend $50. Or if you see the value in taking over an hour of my show and playing the audience your music. You feel me?
Right.
For businesses with commercials, you get the commercial on the show. Bro, this is just my show. You can actually have the whole radio and have your commercial running all day. You feel me? Then I could take you to 88.1 if you like. It's more platforms, but if you're not breaking bread, or if you don't, wanna open up, then I can't really see.
Yeah. Right.
Because wherever I take you to, it's gonna cost. If I take you to Grits Cafe and say this is the dopest food on the West Side, you still gotta buy the food.
Right.
Even though I gave you the hookup.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Everything costs.
Everything costs. So when I take you to those places, bros, I'm expecting you to understand. This is investment in me. Even though I'm giving it to you, it's an investment in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted people to see. Because, bro, we spent a lot of money over years and years to even get to where we at, bro.
Right.
Just because you don't rap no more doesn't mean that you don't have people that follow you when you was a rapper.
Right. Yeah. True.
You feel me? So this stuff is for them. The people who kept wanting you to shine.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now you use your platform for something else. They celebrate that. You didn't just shut up. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do, man. I want to give it to the folks, and that's why I do it. I just feel weird hogging the mic, or feel weird always playing my music. And people tell me that, but like it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to play my own music on the stage. Like, somebody else play it. I'm still submitting stuff to other people.
Right.
You know,
I thought you was gonna be playing your music.
Yeah.
Like, not I ain't gonna say the whole time, because I could tell, you like to spread the light. You know what I mean? Obviously from what you're doing. But I did expect while I was there to at least hear one of your songs.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, and and I'm hoping
selfless.
that people would say, man, let me just go check it out because of that selfless act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they do or not. You know, it don't show me this came from room service radio. But
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is that that's not even the point, because my music is only a tool to get
Right.
you to follow me for some other stuff,
Yeah.
which is to spend $1. Whether you're going to get my clothing, whether you're going to give me a stream, which is what, a half a cent, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Come rock with me, come spend with me. You feel me? I'm a hustler, man. I
Yeah.
came from selling pounds of weed, selling crack cocaine on Sahara and Penwood. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to punch nobody clock. So now that I do this legally, can y'all support a black man that do it?
Right. Speaking of that, man, let them know how to get to your clothing line. Let them know where you at.
Campbutgod.com, campbutgod.com. That's where everything is at. It'll take you to my music, it'll take you to Hot Seat and everything else. But yeah, man, go to Camp But God and check out my clothing, my music, my interviews, all of that, man. That's what we're doing.
You've been doing a lot of networking.
Yes, sir.
I seen you hitting the streets with, Neighborhood 6, Stretch,
Yes, sir.
doing like helping the community
Yes, sir.
and different things. Do you take your kids to these events?
Now that we in COVID, no,
Okay.
I don't. I used to, yes.
We're doing all the community stuff, and while in COVID,
Yep.
what do you see? Like, do you see, like, as far as a change or the people, like, what do you see? Is it more interaction because we got to be here now? Like, what do
No.
you see being out there now?
There's nothing changing. In our community of homelessness and less fortunate people, there's nothing changing. It's been the same Salvation Army on that corner. It's been the same shade tree. It's been the same county building, giving out $400 for years.
But now you get to reach, like, so when I seen y'all out, watching the live,
Yes,
I seen a lot of youth.
yes.
Do you feel like y'all was able to touch them a little bit more? Like, was they able to
Man,
really pay attention?
People are so grateful when they see you pull up and you look like them. So
Okay.
they're very grateful. You know what I'm saying? I rarely went into somebody with an attitude. People do have attitudes when you don't have the food they want or whatever. They may have an allergic or something, allergy or something. You know what I'm saying? But and then you may not have their size, but they'll still be grateful for it and say no, but thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't run into those problems. My thing is that I want to be able to clothe these people for every season. That's what Camp But God is ultimately going to do, is clothe these people with our own clothing every season, because it's cold, it's hot, it's
Yeah.
breezy, whatever, right? And then be able to transition them, from a transitional housing to transition those who really want and aspire to be different. You
Yeah.
feel me? And so that's what it's about. So when I go down there, man, it's just to check the pulse and the temperature. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And ask them what's up, and things aren't changing. They're actually worse. You feel me? They locking people up. They don't even. They will give you a ticket if you giving them food and stuff like that. It's like they don't want you to help them. It ain't like we down here every single day, but when we do, we don't want to get a ticket for it.
Right, I did hear about them giving tickets out to the people giving out stuff to the homeless and stuff.
And shout out Stretch, man. He's making some nice changes. Like this Fresh and Easy supposed to become a black-owned business now. He put them out of business for having spoiled meat and rotten stuff on the shelf and like stuff from 2019. It's like they went to a where you get the food from, the food pantry,
Yeah.
and then they reselling it or something. You know how sometimes the food pantry stuff be
Yeah.
a little outdated or something.
Yeah.
It's like what y'all doing to us over here. And then we on the west side, bro. They got fast food after fast food after fast food after fast food after fast food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all build all these fast foods and no actual Applebee's where they got the 2 for $25, 2 for $27, which is feasible for our community.
Yeah.
No Olive Garden, which they do the pasta, the endless pasta bowls for $10 and stuff like that. Y'all don't have these feasible restaurants in our community, but
Right.
y'all gonna put a Del Taco, a Panda, a Taco Bell
Every corner.
across the street from each other.
On me, be two on one street.
Okay, so that's when you ask me that question. I'm sorry to go deep like that,
No,
but
go ahead.
that's how I feel, and so I want to help the community with what I can. And right now, I can take the clothes off my back, give them to you instead of taking them to Goodwill. Goodwill charging $12 for this when you give it back to them.
Right.
$12.
Yeah,
That's what's
$70.
crazy.
How?
Yeah, when I first seen that, that was wild.
I thought it was the Goodwill, the same.
For real.
So,
It's
you
just
know,
a name.
why am I going to give this to y'all when I thought y'all was doing what I am doing? Nah, it's actually, it costs more that at Goodwill than it do at Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah. And I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. I've had a brand since 2012. So I've been doing it since 2012.
Okay.
Just going out there. So anyway, that's what it's about. And I ask people, man, match. So if I got $100, I called a couple people, can you match me? One of them said, yeah, that was Neighborhood 6. We met up, we went to the Goodwill, and that's when I realized we tripping, but let's get it anyway. And we went down there. And so I matched people. You know, me and T. Jonez did it. Me and TK Blockstar did it. Like, and it always ain't filmed. I'm sorry for people who think, oh, why you filming it or whatever. It's to inspire y'all.
Right.
To go do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not to gloat that we're giving.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
Cause yeah, y'all stepped out. And like I said, I seen that. Like I seen Neighborhood 6 been doing this thing. You know, I seen you step out before.
Yes, sir.
Before all this, I didn't see you step out. You know, stretch.
Yes, sir.
You know, and all that.
Shout out to all of them, man. That's
Yeah, shout out to
definitely a
everybody.
service to the community.
You know, doing this stuff for the community. So now getting into your you having a hot seat, like Tizzle said. I watched. Of course, I watched.
Yes, sir.
You know, I watched it live. Y'all spoke on music, like music as a whole.
Yeah.
And you spoke on porn music. You feel like that's new?
I don't. I just feel like it's now more mainstream.
Okay.
It's okay to say throw baby on the radio.
Okay.
And you know you're talking about deep throating a woman.
Right.
It's okay for Cardi B to say, I want you to touch that little thingity thing that's sitting in the back of my throat. It's called a uvula. But anyway, like, you feel me? Like, on the real, that's cool to say. You didn't even leave nothing to my imagination. That was even nastier than saying a uvula.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and when Chris Brown was like, in that song, he was like, oops, I didn't mean to say on my dick. Oh, did I really say on my dick? On my. He said it like 3 times.
Yeah.
But that's everybody's favorite song. Like, and Lil Wayne been talking nasty. You know, he the one that's like, thumbnail in a butt crack and coke in the thumb. Like, he, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the perpetuation, and now it's mainstream. And so when a Chris Brown and a Lil Wayne, and they get away with it.
Yeah.
So now a new rapper can be like, throw baby.
Yeah.
It just keep getting more, you know what I'm saying? More deeper into that
I think
topic.
Yeah.
I think the best part about music at one point, me and bro speak on it a lot. Probably why we super R&B niggas.
Okay.
Is because R&B was more creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. When you had that type of music, it was more creative. You had singers saying, you know, the subway, or you know, like they making different references to
For real.
to sexual stuff.
When we was young, man, we listen to a song from our parents when you young. You don't even know what
You
they're
don't
talking
know
about.
it until
when
you
you become grown, you be like, dang, old boy was going crazy, freaky. But you don't know it because they kind of like monitor it. You know what I mean?
One of my favorite ones, because it got my dad in trouble. It was Knocking the Boots by H-Town.
Yeah.
And so when you think I was between 5 and like 7 or something, and somebody rocking, knocking the right, it's like, it's smooth. But I knew they was talking about sex. So they left something to my imagination.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what I mean. They're not leaving nothing to our imagination anymore, right?
Yeah.
There's no silhouette. It's like
This
veil
is
broken.
one.
Right?
Yeah.
So the reason that my dad got in trouble because he told my homeboy, yeah, man, I was with her last night, man. I could have knocked the boots, but I ain't do it. You feel me? And I was like, Mama, you was with somebody last night talking about he could have knocked the boots.
Yeah.
Who the hell you was with last night? He talking about you. He was like, think about it. Who was I with last night? Well, you was with me. Who other bitch you was with? I'm talking about you. We was together last night. We could have did it, but I didn't.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? My little butt trying to, you feel me? But the point is, I knew what that meant. It just I didn't say he was effing somebody or he was, you feel me?
Right.
And so that's where we at today, where if my 17-year-old daughter, well, she'll be 17 tomorrow, if my 17-year-old daughter listening to these songs, it makes it cool. It makes it okay.
Yeah.
And so now when something that was supposed to be for 18 and older, which is porn, you talking about throat baby, So now these 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girls is getting their throat torn out now.
Yeah.
And then it's making it like it's you supposed to reach that far back, and that's what you're supposed to. No, that's what porno stars do. They get paid to do that.
For real, for real.
You feel me? If you got OnlyFans, then you do your thing. But that's now a mainstream song, so now everybody, and it becomes a bar, a level,
And keep going up.
right? So if you get at a girl and you like, what's happening, baby? Yeah, I'm talking to you, boo.
Right.
Right? So now the youngsters think it's okay, and she gonna think that's okay for a nigga to be like, that's
So vulgar, yeah.
right? Instead of being like, excuse me, miss, how you doing? You feel me?
That's why R&B was so important. And
Yeah.
so because I brought that up to say, since we are into the Vegas music.
Yes.
You know, we are, and you into the Vegas music.
Yes.
Do you feel like we missing R&B?
I do. I'm not saying it's not here.
It's just watered down.
It's here, but it's like, remember when you asked me like, is there other Christian rappers in Vegas?
Yeah.
It's like, y'all only know me. Doesn't mean they don't exist.
Yeah,
they just not in front of your face. So yeah, we missing it, but it's here. They just not pushing like a rapper is.
I was just gonna say that. So is it our fault as consumers, or do you feel it's their fault as artists because they're not pushing?
You
They're not
always,
showing us.
you always blame the artist.
Yeah.
You can't blame the consumer because the customer's always right.
Right.
What did I do wrong?
Right.
Like, you gotta reach me. You gotta be in front of me. Like, hi, I do R&B. My name is RJ Ishmael. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
this is what I do. You feel me? And so, just because you R&B don't mean you ain't gotta hustle as hard as a rapper.
True.
Because the rappers, the show being
Yeah, they gonna do
singing
their thing.
and juggling and
Yeah.
I can't be over there because that nigga over there. They doing their thing.
Yeah, but they still moving.
They still moving. So when it comes to R&B, no, they not in our face.
And it's crazy to me because it's like, why wouldn't y'all want to like reenact something that you grew up on?
Yeah.
Who don't
Right.
remember growing up hearing their mom or their dad playing R&B
R&B.
music? So how can you grow up and not even want to? Remember, like, I remember coming up, they was remixing certain songs every year. You know what I mean? You gonna get a remix of certain hits from the past every year. Now people don't even take advantage of it. They don't know what a sample can do for you.
Even the ones who do, because what's his name? Hitmaker, which was Young Bird, he's making a lot of remixes.
Oh yeah,
But that's kind of what Hitman is doing now. Like I'm listening to a lot of Hitman newer productions. Like I just got done. I'm listening to Babe Blue newest album, and he got a lot of Hitman beats. And he redid Wet by Twister. He redid a lot of older beats, and then he did Walked Out of Heaven for Trey Blue. So he's doing it.
but
right?
the artist not R&B artist though like that.
But that's what I was gonna say.
And I wish.
But we don't have the R&B artists
Yeah.
to make the best of it.
Tonyo Mob, Trey Blue, Bay Blue, Spitter P. I wish the niggas who could sing rap would just go make a R&B album.
That's how 2C's kind of.
I mean, like I said, I wish
Me
we can
personally.
Yeah.
Me too. Like I wish we can get more of it. But like I said, I know this is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it'd be like we sit down with so many people and we talk to so many people. And me and bro go through so many
You
videos.
tell them all the time.
And
Every
it's
time.
like, where are y'all at? Like,
Yeah.
we're looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this
Okay.
point, we are looking.
Okay.
I think all of us are. You know, we're
Yeah.
looking for music, for entrepreneurs, for everything. We're looking. And it's like, even when the rappers come, it's like, hey, you got a cousin doing R&B. Like, you almost want to tell them, like,
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
For real, that's real. On every
they got somebody doing, you know what I'm saying? Because we look for that. And, like I said, I had to ask you because with us being from Vegas, loving Vegas, and we being about Vegas music, and like me and bro said, like me and you just spoke on the phone, I'm not looking for one genre of music.
No.
Like I'm not. I'm looking for
Different moods.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a dope country artist come out of Vegas and he's in my face, I like country
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
You might get my attention.
Right.
You know, I don't care what you do, but it's like, and this might be the industry as a whole. It's like, how do we like where is it at? Because when I was watching y'all talk about that, and I'm thinking about the music, like I said, me and bro, R&B. If you in the car with us, you probably gonna listen to R&B. Like me and bro literally ride in the car with each other,
with
like,
each other.
and we just listen to R&B.
R&B.
Like that's how we ride.
The
So
message is clear in that too. But
Yeah.
what I'm looking at is really going a little deeper. Then we'll go a little deeper because I know a handful of R&B artists. So
me too.
You know,
but I didn't like Dimple's music and stuff. But they're not as consistent.
Right.
The R&B artists that I know.
Robbie, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. I'll dig into them and then ask them who they listening to, like who going on who in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And so that's what it is. Like if you don't know any Christian hip hop, then you say Icy. You got any more Christian hip hop? I can give you about 5 more artists. You know what I'm saying? So now you got 5 more people. You
played 2 today on the show.
Yeah.
Rican Joe, is that his name?
Yeah, and Rican is now in between the two because he has explicit lyrics now.
Yeah.
And it was Mike Chambers Jr.
Project. I like his project. Matter of fact, while I brought that up, you and him just did a song.
Yes, we did.
Hitman did the beat.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
That was a lot of firsts.
A lady on the hook.
Sang Tamara. Yeah.
How was that, creating that? I seen y'all working.
It was fun. For one, he gave us the beat and everything before, so I was able to write. And so from there, I was able to already have my lyrics written. So now I'm ready. You know what I mean? So she was able to hear the hook because Rican Joe wrote the hook. So she was able to already have that ready. And so when we got there, bro, it was just time to work. And then Hitman started playing with it and, dropping stuff and adding stuff. And by the time we got up out of there, we had a good rough draft. I'll play it for y'all when we done. But bro, I like it because it's a like he said, it's a politically powered song. You know what I mean? Okay. And so the verses and the hook and everything, it just fits. So it was fun. And again, it was the first time me actually being on a Hitman beat. First time me being in a Hitman studio. Yeah. Me being engineered by Hitman. First time me rocking with Rican Joe and Tamara. So it was a lot of firsts for me in there.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? And it was just the vibe though. Like we vibed out and we did it. We finished it. You feel me? It's powerful.
And then you did Mike something Jr.
Mike Chambers Jr.
Yeah, Mike Chambers Jr. Yeah. And I seen him on your show. Was it a few weeks ago? Him and his wife. Was it him and his wife?
No, it was just him.
Okay.
No, my cousin LJ Jones.
Somebody else came with their wife.
Yeah.
And they do music too.
No, they don't know music.
Who was that do their music? Oh, you films.
Yeah.
Okay, so with working with meeting the different Christian artists or knowing the different Christian artists, you say you know about 5 or more. Yeah. Are they as consistent as artists that we know?
No. Consistency, no. Christian hip hop rappers being consistent as the artists, no. Like Across been around for years. Icy Jones been around for years. So when you hear the name D. Cross, even if you never met him, you know of him.
Yeah.
You hear Icy Jones, you know of him.
Yeah.
So because they've been consistent, you know what I mean? You say somebody like Stacy G, or you can see it's my dust is what you're gonna remember.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how it is when, they're not putting out videos or they're not being in front of the secular artists and the secular platforms and no interviews, like not even local 88.1, stuff like that. They just do music for their circle and for their people, maybe for their church group and stuff like that. And that's that. So my thing has always been to reach out.
Right.
So whether the church know me or not is not the point. Do the world know that I'm a believer for Christ? You know what I'm saying? Like, the world knows that Christ died for the world. It's up to you to believe it or not. The church, they got to deal with it the way they're going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, man, why we not pushing? And so I do the same thing for everybody. I give you game, for free. I'll tell you what's up, how to be an independent artist, and how to keep pushing and stay relevant. So I don't know why, because Tiz asked me why, and I'm like, dang, I can't answer for them, but they are there. Like, if you look them up, you'll find them. Yeah. And I'm gonna say, let me just say it while I'm here. Brother Recon, I had a good conversation with him today. The homie,
you did
Preach.
a cipher. And you did a cipher.
I did a cipher.
Okay.
I just did a song with Preach.
Okay.
It's called Serve. We got that. And then James Mays, he's a actual Christian battle rapper.
The mission statement is to mimic greatness. Not to integrate Christ in the world, but imitate him. Not here to entertain. I'd rather see a sinner change. So let me get out the way so I can center stage him. I wasn't just delighted because I like to rap. I was more excited to tell you how I stay covered like a pirate patch. See, with these rhymes, at times I can be a stealthy kid. This like rapping a selfie stick. I stretch the bar out so you can get the better pick. Let's usher in his presence with a clever spit, because Jesus is saliva, intelligent guy, willing to die for us. Describe honor? Well, tonight I came to put myself on blast for God. I'm a suicide bomber. So you and I are going to my medieval days, a rhyme machine, and take you back to me, the previous James.
Feel me?
Damn.
Okay. He got bars.
I'm gonna
like
look
crazy.
him up.
Was at 3, and then Sean Flacco and his wife Ona, which was God's poet. I know they do music. And then
God's Poet is a name I've been hearing a lot.
yeah, and she only got one album. You know what I mean? And she do spoken word, but she got one album. My brother Righteous Music. I don't know if he's considering himself Christian rap anymore, but he cut from that.
Righteous sent me some music, and I really need to get to it. He sent me some music, and I haven't. But he's dope. I watched a few of his freestyles. Watched him on Facebook. He's dope. I haven't really got to the music yet.
He cut from that cloth though.
We got so much going on. Yeah, I've heard him, so I know he's.
And then Mike Chambers. Those are a couple, but again, the consistency is different. And so me, bro, it's always been an issue with me because I'm not the one to magnify 9 to 5. Like, so people, I'm hearing people got tired of me always hustling, like selling a shirt or selling a CD or selling a hat. You always got something to sell. You always got a new album. This is what I'm hearing. They would never say that to me. But you know what I mean? And it's like, well, what are you upset about a man feeding his family for? The way he know how to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I transitioned into being a consultant. And so like I gave a lot of game to people. I sat on executive boards of nonprofit organizations. So, you know, when you hear like, man, stay strong and keep doing what you're doing, no matter what they say about you. When you hear no matter what they say about you,
Something going on.
you know what I'm saying? More than once.
It's like something going
Like,
on.
what's that part?
Yeah.
What's that end sentence you just said?
Yeah. And he kept saying it, so I'm like, what they saying about me? And the homie, you know, he kind of was saying it, and I was like, oh, so I hustle too much?
Yeah, that's how weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's weird.
And so for the church, I guess it's a taboo thing too. Like, But it's like now we in the black entrepreneurship and black excellence, and back then it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was get a job and work a 9 to 5. But I've always been this way. You feel me? I'll get a job when it's absolute necessary because I have a trade. I know what to do. You feel me? But like my whole aura is this entertainment bit. It's way too many streams of income in the entertainment industry to be broke.
Right. Yeah.
Period. You feel me? And so it's like, come on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when you break down what stuff costs versus what I'm selling it for, don't try to discourage me from doing this.
Yeah, no, you do your thing. So before we get to this end, before Tizzle get into this segment, the album.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get into God Got My Back.
Yes, sir.
Because we spoke on it on the panel, you know, and not so I like Jesus Rose for sure.
Stone rose, Christ rose, Jesus rose. Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose. I'm a save a soul, I'm a give and go. Tombstone road, Christ rose, yeah he rose.
But with the creating of the album, like I don't know how long it takes you to create an album, but your process, because I hear from going through your albums, I hear the difference in your style, like still trying to change your style and keep your style relevant.
Yes, sir.
For artists, that's hard. Like Tizzle brought up Twista. We ain't heard Twista rap different ever. Like Twista been Twista forever.
Get boxed in.
Yeah, how is it doing that? Like, especially in your lane, like being able to stay with the up and coming artists and to try these different things, and all while doing so much in the streets.
Yeah.
Your
and
creative process.
I'm not even all the way up there because now we at the rap singer. Everybody got a little harmony, a little tune to them. You know what I'm saying? And I did that back in 2004.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like rap singing, make nothing. You feel me? Like that's what I was doing. And so I transitioned from that to just like trying to like be barred up or like flipping words. You feel me? So it's always a good thing to be challenged for me in music.
Okay.
Like, so I always like to like get challenged. Like, oh, that's what it is now. Okay, you feel me? Not like when y'all reviewed Zone Out and Out the Mud, and you was like, okay, it was kind of simple in the beginning, so I know I gotta get it, and you feel me?
Yeah.
And then I start getting it in. I start getting my groove, and you felt it after that. You feel me? So for me, like, it's always about that challenge. You know what I mean? Okay, so Skinny felt like, the beginning kind of was like normal, like a fast rapper would do. Yeah. So now next time I do it, I know I gotta pick something that's more challenging.
I feel like fast rappers pick the same words.
So you know I gotta get it, and you know I gotta live it. How I spit it in my soul, I never writ it, never sell it, not a minute, not a second. From beginning to the ending, gotta finish, gotta reckon, not a blemish on my record. And I reckon you respect it, I'm the best, been selected and elected. Check it, any beat I was molested, you can bet it, better leave it where I left it. I will beat it, I will dead it, live for limb, I will be headed to the top.
As far as he raps so fast, it's hard to catch one before you can catch the other one.
Yeah, he rapping hella quick. Like the first 4-5 bars, I was like, ABC fast rap to me.
Yeah.
Cause that's like when you first start rapping fast, you spit it, kid it, did it, like that shit. But as he got into it, it was dope.
You said that.
Yeah, I feel like that about fast rap.
And I heard that, but that Zone Out was specifically to mirror Busta Rhymes. So I gotta get it, and I feel it, and I feel it.
Yeah.
That I wanted that to be in Zone Out.
Yeah.
So I gotta get it, and I gotta live it how I spit it, and my soul I never written. You feel me?
Right.
That's what I was, and I mirrored Busta Rhymes, and I wrote that verse. You feel me? And I was happy with it. But for me, it's always about pushing that forward. Okay, that challenge. Okay, so now I gotta get over this hurdle. Okay, the beats start changing. Okay, now it's more spacey sounds. You feel me? Or now it's more earthy sounds. Or you feel me? When back in the day when it was, you know what I mean?
Real simple.
You feel me? And the horns over there. Like, it always switched. We made a song when it was snap time. We made a song called 2 Fingers and 2 Snaps. Everybody loved it. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta be up to date with the stuff, bro, in order for people to stay your fan, and become newer fans.
Any of your children getting into music?
No. No. My daughter, she likes to dance. I think their thing is, like, if dad is the bar, I'm good. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they shut their own mouth or something. Like, or when I come around, they like, like they don't want to sing in front of me or like do certain things. It's like, I don't want to be that dad where you don't feel comfortable singing in front of me or something. Yeah. You feel me? So no, but I'm gonna tell you this, and it's crazy. My daughter, when she was 6, she made a song in somebody else's studio and never wanted to go to the studio with me. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Never even did it again. Right? I took my son to the studio because he was writing. I helped him pick a beat, helped him record it in my phone, and took him to the studio. He froze. He did like the first 2, like a verse and like a part of the chorus, and just froze. Like literally didn't get out of his chair again to hit the microphone ever again, and just stopped writing lyrics or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, what is that about? You feel me? Like, so yeah. And then my other daughter, she can carry a tune, but she more, she's a TikTok queen. She loves doing all that. You know how they be. Yeah. Just like, so that's that. But nah, the children aren't focused.
It be like that sometimes though. Like if your dad play ball, you be like, basketball. You be like, I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna play football. Or you know what I'm saying? I know I'm a 49ers fan because my dad was a Cowboys fan. I liked the Bulls because Pops was a Lakers fan. You know what I mean? I was basically wanting to be the opposite. You know what I mean?
My daughter owns basically her own lip gloss company.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
You feel me? It's organic lip gloss. She just changed the name. It's exclusive, extra exclusive. Okay. Extra exclusive. So it's X and X, so extra exclusive.
So she got the hustle side of you.
Absolutely, they all do. But she doing it now. You feel me? My son, he was doing illustrations and like writings, and I showed him how to sell that. And my other daughter was making bracelets, but they ain't doing it right now. But my daughter, my oldest daughter, she on it right now.
She on it right now.
She
that's dope. That's
for sure, man. Well, let me get into this, man. It's a segment called Game for Lames. You know what I mean?
Out of the whole album, you only like Jesus Rose?
No, I ain't say I like the only song I wrote. I said I like Jesus Rose. I said, but what I'm noticing about your album, because I didn't go through the whole track list right now, but what I like about your album is the fact that you are able to keep up with the times.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like with everything you was doing.
Okay.
Out of the whole album, I told you about this on the phone, so we're gonna go through it.
Okay.
I broke the album down to you on the phone.
Yeah.
King, I like King.
Yeah, that's one you sent me. So.
Yeah, I felt I don't, because that's he's singing on the hook. I told you I feel like his hook was lazy.
And I was gonna say, shout out to Juwan. He is one cat who got a bunch of music and ain't doing nothing with it.
It's plenty
R&B, like dope. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that was my thing with that. I just feel like I feel like this about all music, and I feel like this especially about singers. You bring out the soul of the music. You bring out the feeling. You bring out the emotion. So when you're dry, it kills a song for me.
Fakers born, I'm a sensitive rebel. Underdog, out of the rubble. Let me free, ain't got time to cuddle. Get the cheese, right out the huddle. Break. I am a king. I am a king, yeah. I am a king. I am a king, yeah.
So I was into King, and then the hook was like,
Too mellow.
So I was like,
Yep.
but I like King. He on I Pray. I Pray. Arrest the Cops, you played for me.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Trying to Kill Us. I think my favorite song on the album is Letter to My Wife.
Okay.
February 2nd, 2018. Finished writing the final draft at 2:41 a.m. Letter to my lovely wife, Vanessa. Love you forever. I ain't never had a love like this. Heart so pure, mixed with the sweetest kiss. I ain't never had a love like this. A love like this. Hold me down, baby. Hold me down. Hold me down, lady. Hold me down. Hold me down, baby. Hold me down.
And just because it's so personal.
Yep.
And I like personal music.
Yeah.
So Letter to My Wife was my favorite track because it was so personal. It was so, like, I appreciate you.
Yep.
And although I may let you know this in home, it's time for the world to know.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. So, yeah, but I broke this down to you.
His review.
Oh man,
I broke this down to you. You know what I'm saying? I broke this down to you.
You listen to everything
on the phone. I listen to everything from start to finish. So I have my critiques about certain stuff.
Right.
So
my recording process, I record like 25 songs, and I pick the best out of the half.
See,
and then the other half I may or may not put it out. That's how
Here and there,
you'll
yeah.
get the two.
So when you do that, do you people listen to it? Like, how do you say this is the best of the half?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I have people listen to it. People that they hear that I trust. You feel me? Like this past one, I did like a little small listening party.
Did you play all 25 tracks?
Paid 20 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then I had my other partner listen to them, and then I had one of my big homies listen to them, and so by the time it was all done, you got those. And it was a hard thing to choose between the two wifey songs, the Ride or Die or the Letter to My Wife. You feel me? So that's why I put Letter to My Wife as a bonus. You feel me? And I'm glad I kept it on there because people do like it. You feel me?
No, it was dope.
But yeah, and it was kind of, because again, it's a high album, like Stay Up. And it comes down for like maybe 2 or 3 songs of Trying to Kill Us, Arrest the Cops, and then take you back up. You feel me? And it's one of my things, like I don't want you to go from here, down here, and I keep you here. Or start here and then bring you all the way up. You feel me? I want to keep you at a good pace so you can listen to the whole album. I don't want you to skip nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just been my philosophy. I watch people skip people's stuff when it's too slow, or, you know what I'm saying, if it's too high. You feel me? Because I'm telling you a story through the whole, from track 1 to the end. I'm giving you the God Got My Back concept.
Yeah.
Feel me?
I
So
try to
I'm
listen
just
to
keep
it.
listening.
I try to listen to any album
All the way
straight through the first time.
Right.
I try. I would try to listen to every single track the first time straight through.
I do too.
My test of an album is when I go back.
Okay.
That's how I test the album.
Yeah, 'cause the first time it just be a run through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The second time it's like, okay, let me see what he really talking about. Because by the first time you listen to it, you're going to kind of already know what songs catch your ear. So when I go back, I'm listening to the extra songs. Because
Right.
I usually end up liking a song that I missed the first time around.
I do it like the industry. The first time I listen, a minute and a half of each song, and I'm skipping. Like if I ain't like it in the first like minute, we gonna keep going. So I can like see where you at with it. You know what I mean? Like how did you come up with the first things you saying on these, and what does this look like? You
Yeah.
Then I run it back and I listen to it all the way through. You feel me? But that first run, I'm like, what was he doing? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know like that. I don't know. You taking me on a ride or no? Is it just a playlist or what is this? You feel me? Because I love conceptual albums, man. Lecrae put me on that when he came out with like Rehab, and you know he got a couple other albums, but it's like the concept. But then when you listen to the album, it ain't necessarily that. It ain't the cover art. It ain't the name of the album.
Like church clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more like just some songs. But the concept was dope. It made you grab it. The marketing about it.
Yeah.
Everything. But then you listen to it, it don't grab you like the
Like you
album
thought.
title did. Like you thought it would.
Right.
I want to grab you like the title do. You know, and I want it to be consistent throughout the whole project. So that's what I've been working on
And I skip singles.
more days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I skip
Yeah,
singles.
skip
in the
over
jump.
singles. Okay.
When
'Cause
I
you heard 'em.
first get to it, I skip singles.
You heard them. So yeah, man, I appreciate this sit down, bro. Like that.
Oh, we got the game for
I know,
lanes for
I
you.
know.
Yeah,
That review though, thank you, cause that
Oh yeah.
they know.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, we got the segment called Game for Lambs. Let the people know some game that you didn't receive in your life that you felt help get you on the right track or help you avoid some BS. You know what I mean?
Wow. Avoid some BS. Get me on the right track.
Or something that just stuck out.
Yeah, man. How these labels rob you. So when I found out that you can sell 500,000 records, which is 500,000 records, and you will end up walking away once everything is done with $40,000. $40,000. But I can sell 8,000 units at $5 and make the same amount of money. You feel me? Or whatever I could do, you know, turn it, you know. But the point I'm making is that I didn't have to go through a label to get ripped off to make $40,000. People make $40,000 at a job.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Why do I want to do something I love? Know that y'all finna make $10 million off of it, and I make 40,000.
Absolutely.
So that game to me was like, bro, find somebody who print up CDs. This back in the day. They do it now, but I'm just saying that's what was my thing. And do 100 at a time. If you can do 100 at a time, bro, you will turn around and have thousands of dollars, regardless of how many you sold. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing ever since then, bro. Like hard copy after hard copy. I don't care if I went to Walmart, burned them and printed on them myself. Went to Kinko's, got the cover, chopped them up myself, and put them in that sleeve. Them was $2, $3 till I got enough money. Then go get the real ones. You feel me? And keep pushing.
Yeah.
And so that's for me, man. That's the game that I learned and been doing it myself with clothing and hats and everything else. Once you find out you can do it yourself.
Man.
So that's the game. I don't know. Did that count?
Hell yeah, that's a real game. Because everybody think that they need to be on a TV. They think that they need to reach a certain level. They think they need to have so many subscribers and all this. No, man, you can make money. It's all about your hustle. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm asking. What is it about? What most people do? Most people, and I'm asking y'all this because y'all deal with a lot of artists. Does everybody want to be a millionaire, or do people just want to make a living from music?
I don't even think it's that. I think a lot of people just want attention.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. I think everybody want to be a millionaire because it's cool to say I want to be a millionaire. Like, I don't know how much they really want to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't putting their pride to the side.
I think like nobody, like everybody, like my daughter wants to be a millionaire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people think like this music's gonna get me there.
Yeah.
I just think everybody thinks I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah. I want to work for it though.
Yeah, and I don't think being a millionaire makes you successful. Like, you could be a millionaire, you could blow $1 million, you know, and that could be gone.
Yeah.
You know, you can only make $1 million and never make nothing else.
Nothing.
You know, as hustlers, you know, we didn't had thousands or more ran through your fingers.
Well, hundreds of thousands,
you know,
for sure.
Like, just run through your fingers.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to teach y'all how to make a living
off
of your music and your brand. Period.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you how to make a living.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I can do a consultation with you. I can do a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. Whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is that I don't last this long from being broke.
Yeah.
I don't last this long from not being a hustler.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
Like, I just want to show y'all how to do it, and the principles still remain the same today. The same stuff Master P and them did back in the day is the same stuff you got to do now. Whether it's online or in person, you still got to put in the same amount of work.
Right.
You feel me? The same principles apply. So let me show y'all what I've done to stay relevant. To be on this couch, you got to be relevant, bro.
yeah.
And
facts.
for me, as a Christian hip hop artist, for me to sit on this sofa, Pilot Talk by Tizzle, Code 7, I must have did something right.
You are one
10
of the
years later.
You are one of the only names in Christian rap that comes up in Vegas.
In Vegas.
For real.
So
And you doing so much more.
yeah, so that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. But yeah, man, let us
Yeah, man. With that being
fun.
said, man, this is Pilot Talk by Tizzle.
Hey.
Thank you for coming. I see Jonez, man. Y'all make sure y'all check the boy music out. Check out his page, running stuff up. And
again, Camp But God.
Camp But God.
Camp But
But
God.
Icy Jones, everything, man. ICJONEZ. Everything, you'll find me. You feel me? Even.com, IcyJones.com.
Yo, man. With that being said, we're up out of here. Code 7 people.
Peace. 702, baby.
Go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost to this? Niggas think they own, so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.